Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
or finding our inner Brock and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or in this episode, we gonna go again with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Y'all, it's their 11-year anniversary. As you know, they've been this great example of hashtag Black Love. What they provided us with many examples of Black love and how to even bounce back from the hard times, right? So hashtag Beyonce and Jay-Z 11 years. Now, can we talk about how somebody done leaked them pictures of their children? They know better.
You dirty motherfuckers.
Now, you know, you can leak a picture of a Beyonce or Jay-Z. I feel like, I know this is not a popular opinion, but I feel like when you're a certain celebrity, if you get a picture flashed of you, you get a kind of a picture flashed of you, right? That's just the price to pay for millions of dollars,
Right.
in pursuing what you love. But what I do believe is off limits is the babies, right? Like if they're with their kids or their kids is out, their kids didn't sign up for this. Their kid did not ask to be great entertainers in the center of the stage and be creative. I ain't with that. So I've tried my best to avoid the pictures and not look at them. But Beyonce and Jay-Z, y'all up for grabs. So Beyonce, if you in Target and somebody, although that ain't gonna be Nyam because I like to respect people's privacy, but if TMZ roll up on the spot, that's a different case. But also that is getting a little stream too, though.
Yeah, well, that photo surprised me in my stream. I said, what the hell is going on?
I'm surprised she didn't steal it back. But you know, she got to be careful. Remember when Kim Kardashian or one of the Kardashians started like stealing the pictures from, not stealing, but like using the pictures from the paparazzi and like making her own, and they was like, oh, that's copyright infringement.
Yeah.
They fucking tried her. That's one of the few times I was Team Kardashian. To be like, you a motherfucking lie. Then they had a nerve to sue her.
Yeah, I'm talking about, bitch, this is a picture of me.
This is me.
How's it copyright?
Right. So let me say within limits, right? If you kind of walking down the street and they just do a flash and no one's in the way, no one's getting hurt, fine. But all this like running up on people, hiding out of windows, speeding, that is inappropriate. Any danger or if anytime someone feels in danger, it's out of order, actually, I should say.
Well, I seen
Honestly.
the picture because it just rolled up on my stream and I didn't even know it until like I seen the picture and then
I forgot she'd be having them twins, honey.
And then, like, I was reading on the email, and it's like, picture leak of Beyonce kids. And I was like, oh, shit. I'd already seen it.
Why they leaked them?
But it looked like...
So that's like a family picture. Like, that wasn't like they was even out at the beach.
I thought she didn't seen it.
Well, that's what people said.
Oh.
Right? No, that's what people said.
Did you see it or did not see it?
I ain't see it, and I'm going to stand by it.
Oh, okay.
And people were saying it was like a family portrait. What I was saying, someone at Parkwood leaked it. I'm trying to get me caught up. But what I won't get is what? Caught up.
Yeah, I almost said somebody at their house leaked the shit.
That's what I heard.
Because, well, I'm going to tell you. Because it's a black and white photo.
Oh.
It looked like it was in a frame.
You said they took it when they was at their house?
Yes.
That is disrespectful.
It looked like you can...
that's scary.
It almost looked like you can see the reflection.
Like the glare?
Yeah.
That's scary.
But it looked like it was a picture of somebody in the frame.
What
like in the frame.
What in the serial killer is happening?
And so it got to be somebody at the crib.
That's like a horror movie. Like when you at home.
Or if it's at like one of their offices or something.
Yeah, that's like a horror movie when people be like, I see you, I'm watching you. And they like send a picture of you looking at you or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? It'd be like you, I don't know, taking a shower or something like that. That's what it reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. But also, speaking of Beyonce, she also got this deal with Adidas.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about getting me some Adidas, too. It'd be the perfect timing with the Beyonces.
Yeah.
I can go ahead and get her signature collection. But I'm getting old, B, so don't make it too bright. Like, I just want to keep it real simple. Could we do that?
So I think it's going to be, from what Adidas said, it's going to be Ivy Park and her.
Good. That makes sense, right? It's with her athletic brand and good. It's Beyonce. I'm for it.
I'm for it, too.
Anyway, who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 239, y'all.
Hey, happy Friday, y'all.
Happy Friday. Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. And follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K. And help us get our goal of 2,000 5-star rating and reviews.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Nothing too much is going on with me. Y'all, I am reading this book. So I'm doing like this thing at my job where, like, you know, it's Silicon Valley. People pride themselves on having things move quickly and just learning. And what I was expressing to Neron was not that I was getting to the edge of my knowledge. I think I'm a sponge and I absorb everything around me and like I'm a lifelong learner. I believe that. But, you know, you feel like some of your sauce getting dried up.
They used up all your sauce?
No, I don't never give them all my sauce. Y'all know that. I only say you give a job that you really like 75. Like if you really, really love the job, you give it 75. If you so about it, you give it 60. If they on that bullshit, you give them 40%. So, I love this job, right? So I'm giving 75% of my sauce. And I feel like I'm right about that 50% mark. And I'm like, wait, I'm barely doing this for a year. First of all, can we just give an honor to God? I almost been in Silicon Valley for a year. How did we get out here?
I don't know.
By the grace of God and faith. So with that being said, let me get back on track, y'all. I just feel as if, I think I mentioned this before. Not that I fell out of love with reading, but my muscle of reading has just went from, I don't know, Reading Rainbow to, I don't know what the kids watch now, Teletubbies, right? You know, the Teletubbies only speak English. They don't even say words.
They ain't watch Teletubbies. They also talking about Peppa Pig.
No, Teletubbies, they be like, why? Yeah. They don't say no words, do they? Right before I'm reading Rainbow, reviewing books, telling you what to read next, to the Teletubbies, wah, wah, wah. I don't know what's happening.
Everything is just inaudible.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what, this would be good for me. It'd be a way for me to kind of work on my own self-care, stepping away, and just also get my sauce up. Because a lot of my stuff that I do at work, of course, my background is academia. I always try to be versed in the latest literature, but I like to compare it to like mainstream shit, right? So I like to do a little dabble in self-help books, a little dabble in spirituality, a little dabble in fiction, nonfiction, right? And the combination of that and the Bible, right, is kind of my philosophy. But it's been a minute since, probably a year, maybe a little longer, a year and a half since I really been into books like that. And when I was in higher ed, I blamed it on like reading so much academic articles, right?
Yeah,
but I was still reading.
Dense as hell.
Yeah, because I was still reading. Because I used to read like the books then. But now I ain't reading no academic articles daily. Like I might read maybe 1 or 2 a month. And when I read them that month, it take a while. I'm like, woo, what was that methodology? I met actually someone at a different organization. Nia, actually this one for you, but she already got a boo. She is what did she say? Anthropology, but people who study the people where you work at. Anthropology. Am I saying that right, Nia? But what she does basically qualitative research on the employees she works with. So they basically get you to just run a bunch of experiments on the people who work in there. It's like a lit HR. It's like HR without the paperwork. Right? So you get to have all these interviews, focus groups. And, I think her background is anthropology. So I'm sure she's using like anthropologic methodology. So I'm sure she's using all type of artifacts and pictures. And it started with it. Ethno. It's ENTH. I'm probably saying it wrong. But anyway.
I tried to Google it for you. Didn't come up.
Ethno. Yeah. Never mind, Miriam. It's okay. It's a word. I'm sure all the academics out there know what I'm talking about. But it's the study of like your workplace. But it's Silicon Valley, so they're on 10. Right? Like it ain't the boring ones we're used to. So back to the point. Here I go again. Our work organization. There it is. So our organization is
ethnology.
Yeah. And what is that the study of? I want to make sure I got it right.
I don't know. Keep talking.
Yeah, there it is. It's right. This is Google, Niram, right here.
Oh,
it's on the side. This is how it works. When's the last time you Google search something?
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Ethnology is the branch of anthropology that compares and analyzes the characteristics of different peoples and the relationships between them.
Yes. So that's all she does at her job. How lit is that as a black woman? So imagine having a black woman lens and you get to run experiments on white people. Oh, how the tables have run. Like that brings me joy. When she told me that, she just started laughing. I said, sis, how much joy do you get daily?
Could you give them syphilis?
Don't do that, Niram. Bad joke. Oh. Bad joke, Niram.
Don't bad joke me. Who the hell? No. No, nothing.
No. 1 no mean redirection. 2 no's means correction.
No.
I'm trying to get this one damn sentence out.
Oh, well, get it out then.
The goal in our organization is for everyone to read 1 book a week. 1 book a week over the next quarter. So that's like 13 to 14 books. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm finding joy at it. And I'm doing a mixture. So I'm doing self-help books. I'm doing books on technology. I'm doing fiction, nonfiction, biographies, historical fiction. Like I'm just doing the whole gamut of everything. And the first book that I'm going to finish, doing this week, and I'm actually almost finished, so I haven't missed my goal yet, and I'm happy to share with y'all what I'm reading on Mondays, is The Power of When. And it's When, W-H-E-N. So it's The Power of When, W-H-E-N. And y'all might have been familiar with this. I actually got this recommendation from Nia. And have we said her name? I always say her. I always call her Amiga. Amika.
Amaga. I don't know.
What you call her? Why can't we never get her name right?
I don't know.
She actually the real OG who put everyone on, and then we just passed it down like a phone tree. Mm-hmm. So thank both of y'all for that. Amaka. What do you say, Amiga?
Amigo.
Okay. Amaka and Nia recommended it to me, actually. And it's this idea chronotypes, right? So in circadian rhythm. So it's that our body is on a rhythm. So circadian rhythm is the rhythm of your body, when to wake, when to sleep, when to eat, when to hunt, when to have sex, right? The idea is that the circadian rhythm is naturally within us. But as societies got more modern, we lived indoors, lights were invented, Thomas Edison invented them lights, the internet, right? All that is thrown off now, right? Because before these things were invented, we were able to kind of go, we were limited. You only can eat so many times because it's dark. You only can hunt for so much because, right, you had limits, but those things are gone. And they're saying that has thrown us all off. And what the book helps you do is figure out first, what type of chronotype are you, right? So what rhythm do you follow? And when you're thinking about these rhythms, are you more of a morning person? Are you more of a night person? Or are you kind of in the middle, right? You can be flexible. And it's helping you pinpoint what type of person you are, where do you thrive best at? And then it helps you then to apply that to like Western society. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense, right? Because we live within this infrastructure of Western society of get up, eat, navigate through that. It helps you apply that chronotype to like your everyday life. Yeah. For example, they have like lions, dolphins, wolves, and bears. So the idea is that dolphins are the folks with insomnia. So they're the ones who don't sleep well. It's hard, right? Like they only get a few hours of sleep. They're kind of always tired. Then you have lions. Those are the folks who are up early as hell. They be up at 4 or 5 in the morning. They call you at 7 a.m. talking about what you doing. And I'm like, sleep, right? Then you have the bears who are flexible, who get up early, but nothing like 3 a.m., right? Bears at least wait till the sun come out. Right? Like they're probably the most with the traditional circadian rhythm with some slight adjustments. Then you have the wolves who are the night owls, right? These are the people where when they wake up, they can't barely open their damn eyes. No matter how much sleep they get the night before, right? It doesn't matter if they got 3 hours of sleep or they got 12 hours of sleep. When that morning hit, the wolf is like, no, ma'am. So I actually did a test and it turned out I'm a wolf. Did that surprise you, Nero?
Nope.
And it's just interesting. And then after you figure out what you are, they kind of break down your ideal day, how to navigate within that day, strengths and weaknesses. And then each chapter breaks down when you should do everything. And child, when I tell you, they tell you when to do everything from eat, sleep, to shit, to have sex, to make food, to eat, to socialize, to ask for a raise, to read. It's been interesting.
Really?
And at first I was just like, I don't know. But I got to read and I said, I am a wolf. Y'all remember that Cat William jokes? When Cat William be like, he up in the middle of the night, infomercial speaking to him. They be like, are you a nigga? I am. Do you like Popeyes? I do. Like, and he be like, this bitch know my life. I think this book is good, right? And some of the stuff, of course, you're like, nah, that ain't gonna work for me. We'll see how it goes. But what I like about this book, it gives practical things. And I was like, oh yeah, let me see if I can change that. I think the biggest thing that I've tried that actually worked for me is since I'm a wolf, and what they say in the book is like, as a wolf, you don't have the privilege to sleep in at 10 a.m. in the morning. Like, depending on your job, right? I think the first thing he said was find a lifestyle that fits within that. If you can do it, walk free, be blessed, right? As Nia say. But most of us can't. So if you have to get up early, this is how I recommend you get up. So it's that idea that wolves should try to at least get that 6 to 7 hours of sleep and go to bed around midnight. If you can try to hit midnight, that's when your body, maybe not the tiredest, but most susceptible to getting like drowsy and going to sleep.
Gotcha.
But when waking up in the morning, they said say if you want to be up by 7:30, you should set your alarm for 7 or 7:10 for the first alarm. And then after your first alarm, set a second alarm for 7:30 the time you get up. They said because that 20 minutes allows like the wolf to finally become conscious. And that was a word. He was like, you almost, because what happens to wolves is like, we'll keep hitting the snooze, 8 minutes, 5 minutes, go, go, go. And he was like, it's scientifically proven that you need about 15 minutes to fully wake up. So they said, just give yourself the grace. So hit the alarm for 7, turn it off. Don't get out of bed. Don't think hard, right? Just kind of lay there. And he said, if you could just lay there for a good 15 minutes, eventually your body will be like, all right, I'm up. It's time to get up. And when that second alarm goes off, you're like, oh, I can actually comprehend that I'm a human and I know how to walk now. Because before I didn't know how to walk and go. And that has helped. And you haven't been here in the morning with me, Nero, but it has helped. And usually I spend that first like 20 minutes in the bed kind of just relaxing. And it has been helpful for me. And then it's told me also that I need to drink a cup of water immediately because I like to eat a lot. Because they say wolves, and like they tell you about your weight, they read you for filth. They be like wolves because you stay up late and shit. You be snacking in front of the fridge and doing snacks, like so. It tells you like you need to drink some water.
Nyambi told me a secret last night.
No, you don't tell the secret. And I drank my little piece of water and got up. But they said what is imperative to the wolves is after you hit that second alarm, you have to eat food within an hour of that. Mm-hmm. And it was like, even if it's a protein shake, a bar, like you have to eat something. And I've been doing it and it actually has been helpful. And It's some other tips. Like I was like, oh, I do feel better. It tells you when to drink coffee, when not to drink coffee. And like I said, some of the stuff, but a few things you're like, oh shit, I didn't think about. That might make my life easier. Or even for me as a wolf, since I stay up later, they said maybe as a wolf, since you stay up to midnight, 1 a.m, 5 o'clock dinner too early. Right? They was like, you're going to be hungry. Yeah. And the thing is, it doesn't affect the other people because they sleep. But if you stay up to midnight around 8 o'clock, your body like, well, shit. Well, let me go get a piece of Dorito. Right? So it's even the idea of shifting dinner later. Right? So even if you eat earlier, like I could drink a glass of wine or something while you eat dinner, eat some or eat like an appetizer, and then I'll eat dinner late. Like all that stuff helps. It's been interesting. And even working out. I always tried to work out in the morning. And they was like, as a lion, you need to work out at night. Mm-hmm. You working out in the morning is not going to do anything but make you dread it more and go pick up a donut. When they said that, I threw the book across the floor. They said, as a lion, even if you have the willpower to get up and go work out, you're going to ruin it all that whole day because you took so much energy out of yourself to just work out mentally and spiritually and physically, right? When you could have conserved that energy to get ready for work, plan for your day, and you get your second win in that evening, it's more productive. I said, Jesus. Because even at work, the majority of times at work, I just be talking to people and writing to-do lists to noon. And I know I ain't the only wolf out there that bad work. Just like, da-da-da. Like, honestly, I probably got like 3 to 4 productive hours at work before I'm like, and the fucked up part is when I'm productive, all you wolves and bears, y'all niggas is out for the count. Y'all want to socialize and have a piece of coffee and eat donuts in the kitchenette, and I'm in my prime working at 2 o'clock. My prime work time is from 2 to 6. I am unstoppable between there.
Is that when the coffee kick in?
No, I don't even have coffee. I'm just a wolf. But y'all go check it out. It's The Power of When. Don't buy it. Go to your library. But it's interesting.
Okay.
Nerums.
And so while y'all hearing this, I'm on a plane flying to go compete in the Tough Motherfucker.
Yeah, the Tough Motherfuckers.
And so, it's going to be interesting with that. So I'm excited, Has anybody ever done a Tough Motherfucker?
Yeah. I mean, Black's her life.
But like...
the race.
The actual race.
Oh, God, but yes, all of us Blacks have.
No, but it's like a whole different, it's like a whole different underworld. It's like a whole different committee. Don't wear these shorts. Get these gloves. Wear shoes.
Yeah,
like
do you got
this.
gloves and stuff?
Yeah, I got some gloves.
Oh, I'll be like a I almost said something really derogatory. You know those parents who be too overprotective of their kids? I have a helmet on. I have knee pads on.
Well, they did recommend knee pads. You'll be climbing in the dirt and shit.
I be having all that shit.
I got some gloves. I got a couple
knee
other
pads,
things.
arm pads. I have one of them hard helmets.
I don't know if you need a helmet.
Shit, I would.
But it's gonna be interesting.
You ready to get up that wall?
Yeah. From what I heard, people help you.
You okay? Okay.
I know I'm a big nigga, so we gonna see.
Can I tell a story?
Go ahead.
Am I taking up too much space?
No, go ahead. Tell your story.
I have Mabel. Add your chai tea latte story too. Mabel, we were hanging out today. I was about to get off work. Niram had to go somewhere. So he brought Mabel to me quickly because my coworker was like, oh my goodness, we want to meet Mabel, bring her. And I was like, all right, we're about to get out. We'll bring her through. Mabel's being Mabel. Speaking of, she's quiet. Oh, there she go. Being good, great. We outside chit-chatting, sitting down, enjoying the California sun. Then all of a sudden, I keep hearing Mabel. I'm like, damn, what's wrong? Relax. I done petted you. These white people done petted you. Relax. And then all I hear is, I'm like, oh, Lord, am I choking her? Let me see what's going on. As we're doing this, a group of black people are walking by. And Mabel's like pulling towards them. I was like, oh, maybe they got a dog. I ain't pay attention. But she's whining. How'd she do her whine? You know, and I'm like, okay, let me see. Because I have her leash attached to my chair while I'm outside. So I was like, let me undo this leash, make sure I ain't choking this girl. Soon as I undo the leash, what the fuck Mabel do? That's her taking off. Uh-huh. Y'all know she's fast. She's Speedy Gonzalez. So I'm like, first of all, I'm embarrassed. So I'm like, where the fuck is she going? This me, Mabel. I got my white woman voice. Mabel, baby, where you going, baby? She runs to the black family. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, maybe they got a dog and the dogs are just grieving. I was like, she's never lost her mind like this over a dog. Mm-hmm. What she does, she jumps to the father or the male figure in this group or the uncle, whoever it is, and like jumps on him, like trying to get his attention, crying, like, and the guy turned around like, oh, what's up, little dog? What's going on, Fido? Thank goodness the guy in a good mood. So he picking her up, laughing, all this stuff. And Mabel looking, and then she paused. And she had a moment. Do y'all remember the Family Guy episode? We're going to have to link it. Where Stewie is being rocked to sleep by his father. What's the father's name? Peter. And Peter has his shirt off because they're doing skin-to-skin contact. And Stewie gets so comfortable that he think he ready to breastfeed because, you know, Peter got bit titties and he think it's his mama. And he slowly go to put Peter titty in his mouth. And he realized it ain't Peter titty because it got a bit piece of hair on it. and he like shudder and put it out his mouth. That's what Mabel did after she licked this nigga. Do y'all know Mabel thought that nigga was Niram? She thought from the back he did look Niram. She thought it was Niram.
She thought it was me.
She thought it was Niram. She was shaking. And she was like, don't you see me, nigga? Don't look at mama. Why ain't she doing this? And then she got in his face and
licked his ass
and she said,
him.
oh shit. And then she started having a seizure. Like, I gotta get loose. He trying to kidnap me. Meanwhile, you don't ran to him. It didn't get back to me. Then they're gonna look at me like, why you gonna let me stay with him? Because at first my feelings about to get hurt because I thought that was her family. I said, is that the family that put her up for adoption? Maybe. He thought it was Nero. And then I felt shamed. I said, my dog has been around so few niggas that she think all niggas look alike. So she think every bit black man is her daddy. And she think every medium to large black woman is her mama. All of them with braids and glasses is her mama. I said, Jesus, we got to take her to Oakland. I was so embarrassed because she ran, jumped on this man. But then I think everybody thought I was embarrassed for that. But I was just embarrassed because she ain't realized she can't tell the difference between black people. Because she know the difference between white people.
Yeah.
But blacks,
no.
Do she think we the only black people that exist?
Yes, I guess so.
Like she just think we the only black people and we just match her fur.
Yeah.
And that's why we're paired together.
Absolutely.
I was so embarrassed, y'all. Oh my God. Why are you laughing? How you feel about that?
That shit is funny.
That is not funny. I said, he think that's Nero. Because she was jumping on like because that's why I had a pause where it's like, that's how she jumped when me and Nero come home. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh shit.
She had the Mabel wag and everything.
The Mabel wag. Y'all ain't seen the Mabel wag. Have you got that on Instagram yet? We're going to have to do the Mabel wag where she just shake her tail. Mm-hmm. I was so done. I felt like a bad mom. I said, ain't no culture to her. She don't know nothing about niggas. It's okay. We're going to give her a trip to Detroit this summer. And she going to learn.
She going to learn.
She going to learn what ribs are and everything. She going to learn what ribs are.
She going to learn what a rib bone is.
Oh my gosh, she ain't never going to come back.
Well, she know what a beef rib bone is. No. That motherfucker was bigger than her.
She was mad when we took it away.
Oh, she was so mad.
We went to a barbecue spot in Oakland a few weeks ago, and we got a beef rib, and we just brought the bone home for her to lick on it. and she was fucking it up too much. Like, I ain't wanted to get them little splinters out of it. I said, oh, girl, you done had a little marrow. It's time to go.
She was killing it.
She was fucking it up. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nira.
So, Tough Mudder or Tough Motherfucker, as Naomi like to call it. Naomi, while, I was running errands, so, we had to exchange Mabel. Naomi gives me this chai latte. It's like, well, I really don't like it. I think it's too strong. And it's like, I was like, strong like how? She's like, well,
it tastes real cinnamon to me.
It's just really cinnamon. I taste it. I say, oh, this is good.
Yeah. It tastes like a cinnamon. Like, it was too cinnamony to me.
5 minutes later, go by, my heart started racing. So now I'm started moving fast and shit.
Yeah.
And then the caffeine really kicked in so much that I couldn't do nothing.
When did you look at the cup and realize it was a dirty chai? Y'all know what a dirty chai? So it was it might have been a shot or maybe 2 shots of espresso.
I don't know what was in there, but I was like, what the fuck did Naomi ass give me? I almost called you. I said, what the fuck you give me? I'm caffeine. It's like, I'm thinking it's just regular chai.
Me too.
You gave me a dirty chai with 15 shots of espresso in it. I was at a point where I couldn't even move. I was like tetanus. I was just stuck.
So tell me, did it ever work for you?
For the first 5 minutes when it kicked in.
Was you feeling good? Like, it gave me a happy feeling. Caffeine makes me happy.
I was doing all types of shit because, we getting our taxes together. So I'm doing the taxes, and then next thing you know, I just freeze. Hand shaking and shit. I said, what the fuck going on here?
You supposed to embrace that. That's when the caffeine at its all-time high. You supposed to rock with it. You got about a good hour.
It scared the fuck out of me. Especially when my ass about to pass out.
You feel like you're about to pass out.
It was just like, ooh, my heart racing again.
You too old. Gin, vodka, and caffeine. That's what you needed to run outside. You wouldn't even start sweating.
Had me all fucked up. So we get tax time. I hope y'all ain't waiting till the last minute like why our fucking ass dead.
Y'all, when I tell y'all we waited to the skin of our teeth to the point where as we're speaking, once we finish recording this, we're going to get taxes done. So Monday you will hear how it goes. Just send blessings and prayers up that we just break even.
Yeah.
That's what I want, Lord. Just a good even, Lord. That's all I want.
So yeah, with the death of Nipsey Hussle, I've really been thinking about our hustle, our family hustle, and things of that sort. One of the things is we moved out here and I created an LLC for, all the business doings that I do. But then I came across this Instagram post. I wanted to read it to y'all, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
So shout out to the Black Upstart. This is a post that they shared from I want to say Kazia Williams on Instagram. Uh-huh. And she says, or it says that every black family should form an LLC, a limited liability company, for those who don't know, and invest together. Black families' net worth is projected to be 0 by 2053.
Wow.
And she says, here's how to start a black-owned family LLC and ensure a whole lot of your brown children end up on the Forbes list.
Yeah.
So it goes on to say, well, one, what is an LLC? It says LLC is a limited liability company, protects its owners from being personally responsible for the company debts and liabilities. If a LLC is sued, you can't pay its debts, you are not sued, and your personal credit is not hurt. Sure. As long as you don't grant a loan to the LLC.
Exactly.
It also says the owner of the LLCs are called members. Members the LLC can select anyone to be a member, regardless of academic profession, criminal background. It says no degree, and no good government job is required. And returning citizens are welcome to be a LLC member if owners approve. So it says, number 2, choose wisely. Invite family to join you as members. However, not all families should be invited.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We can't have everybody in here.
Choose who can contribute, and contributing is emphasized financially and can spread the time learning and growing the LLC investments. This is a business. Not all family might not be a good fit. Also, when some fam wins, you all do. Right? # rising tides. Step 3, draft a operating agreement. LLCs must have an operating agreement. The document governs your business. Members decide who can be members, if members can sell their shares, what assets y'all buy, where y'all buy, where y'all contribute, so on and so forth. And all members have to sign this agreement. Step 4, decide where to invest in. Your LLC can be used to start a small business, or buy equity into existing business. So this is like to purchase shares and stocks and things of that sort. Especially like shares and stocks into like other like expensive shares. So and what they mean by that is say like buying Facebook stock or like some of this tech stock, which is like out the words. It's like when we pool our money and invest as an LLC, the black family is much stronger financially. Step 5, file paperwork or hire a black attorney. Don't start until you're legal. You can file the paperwork through like a biz formation service like LegalZoom, which file the papers for you and sends you like all the seals and certificates. You don't need an attorney to start an LLC, but if you do have one, hire a black attorney to recycle the black dollar. And step 6 was stay compliant. You identify fam who are now owners. You draft up an operating agreement. You file your paperwork and paid your fees. Now get to work. Also research if your state requires annual reporting. If you don't file, your LLC can be dissolved. Nice. And then it also say like, the media praises Walmart as an epitome of a family-owned LLC because it's owned by Walton Enterprises. But we should also study black-owned LLC like Tag Holdings and Tag Holdings LLC and Bridgewater Interiors LLC, which grossed over $700 million and $1 billion respectively in the 2000s.
I love that.
And the last thing they said is capitalism is a team sport. This means we as black people acquire assets as a village and then pass it on to the next generation. When we ensure the future generations benefit from this investment we make together. So in 2053, we are wealth positive and asset rich.
Oh, I love that, Niram. I mean, I got many thoughts. But I mean, you go first though. Like you picked it. Why did that stand out to you? Why did it speak to you?
I think it really stood out because that quote of by 2053 all of Black Folk Network is going to be at zero, and then
I say we got net worth because it was a study done a few years ago. I know Nia shared with folks that black woman was only only worth $5. Net worth was $5.
But now it's about to be every black folk.
I guess because black men maybe had a little bit higher.
Yeah, because we was, according to other articles, we was the white man of black people. But that's beyond the point. But I use this because, with Nipsey passing and he was about his business, I'm over here working on my business. We just got done doing this tax stuff. That, I think all families should have something, right? Yeah. So I even just think about like, all right, my business, but say we want to get into, stocks and stuff, right?
True.
Instead of taking that liability on, it can just go straight to the business.
Yeah.
And you can, why not bet on yourself? And if it does go bad, you got the LLC to fall on. So that's more or less of what I was thinking about when reading this quote.
No, I agree with you, right? I don't need to like reiterate what you just said, but it's something to that, right? I even think that our generation and under us, we're going to have to get really, really creative with retirements. 401ks aren't enough. Whatever your employee is providing is not going to be enough because Social Security is not going to be there for us, right? Like I'm just waiting for it to come out to be like, we are discontinuing this, right? And I see it like they have us have X amount of years for a certain amount of age group. But I feel sorry for the most for the folks who retire, right? And then they stop it. So it's the idea of having multiple streams of income, passive and, more active. You have to. But that also gets tricky when it comes to taxes because I think that's the scary part, right? And that's where our blind spot comes. Okay, you make this money and you do this, but what are the legal and tax implications behind it, especially as we were and I'm sure we'll talk to y'all in detail if y'all want about how we had to like navigate our taxes and what that looks like, but that can be nerve-wracking place to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Most definitely. But the thing is, all because it's scary doesn't mean you shouldn't do it.
I didn't say we shouldn't do it. I'm just letting you know. I'm just speaking my truth. Right? Sometimes it's easier to just be like, oh, I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to worry about it. Right? When we shouldn't be thinking that
But
way.
that's the thing, right? It's easier to go get a job and just work that job and put in, for whatever benefits and get that way, right?
Yeah.
And not worry about that. But like I said, the amount of jobs that's going to be available is going to be pretty much nil because everything's going towards automation. So if you ain't got, those degrees in that field, what you going to do? Like, you ain't going to be able to, it's like what's happening to the automotive industry, but on a larger scale.
Yeah.
It's like for everywhere.
True.
They got these self-driving cars, so they ain't gonna even need truck drivers no more, right?
Come on.
They got these, Amazon testing out drones for deliveries. Yep. They gonna even need, all this stuff. So, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be drones for food delivery and shit like that. So, Uber Eats and shit. So,
and I'm not saying against it, but it's that idea of truly leaning into discomfort, right? Because I think when we talk about leaning into discomfort, we talk about the other stuff. We don't talk about our financial literacy.
Right.
Sometimes you really have to lean into that discomfort and be willing to ask the questions and be able to set up the appointments. But even on that end, be able to receive whatever you're going to receive, right? Because even our tax person was like, you need to be doing more towards your retirement. Like, and we only know this person like that, but it was like, nope, you need to go ham, right? And that's criticism, constructive criticism. You have to be willing to hear, right? And you have to swallow whatever ego and pride you're going through, so your long term can be best. But that's just me. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. What you going? Can we talk about This Is Us now? Did you finish it? The season finale just came on.
No, I didn't finish.
Okay. Niram always. I don't know if Niram be telling me the truth or what. Because we can wrap up season finale on how they had white mama in that bed looking scary. I don't know if I was just drowsy, but she scared me.
Why I haven't finished the episode because I went to sleep.
Said, ooh, Mama Rebecca aged hard. She's like a ghost.
Oh, so they went to the future?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because remember in the season finale of last season, they was like, all right, I'm going to go see her. See her as mama.
Oh.
And Kevin got a nice house.
Oh, yeah?
And Kevin got kids.
What, black
Nope,
cousin?
they're not black.
Oh.
He could be adopted, though. We'll see. I guess we'll go in deeper detail later.
I haven't watched it.
Alrighty. Well, I know it's Shout Out Friday. Niram we got a lot of shout outs, y'all. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go through our Shout Out Fridays, listen to our voicemails. I know we still got 2 questions we need to answer. One about them Leo mans, and then sis who left us the voicemail. We still haven't forgot about you, sis. We're going to do a very special episode on Monday to make sure we answer every lingering question that we have from last Shout Out Friday and this Shout Out Friday, because y'all know I'm going to be out of town. I'm actually going to be on the East Coast for work. So y'all won't get no episode next Wednesday or Friday, but you will get one for Monday. All right? Sounds good. You want to jump in the Shout Out Friday? Oh, Nero. Did the devil jump on you? The devil's trying to steal your joy.
I choked on my own spit.
But Nero. And y'all know Bear would just give us the grace, y'all. We had to go get our taxes finalized. So this is why this episode is a little abbreviated.
Because we had to
Jesus, don't worry. Y'all gonna get the story Monday.
Jesus.
Woo, but thank God for Brother William. Throw him up.
He is the OG.
The babies who be working out, you know what they be saying now?
What?
Bless. Like they'll do something really good and they be like, or something to work out in their favor, they be like, bless.
Oh.
I'm like, amen. Like, my churchy. I said, God's good. I get churchy.
I love the Lord too.
Come on, Nero.
All right, so we got a couple from Apple Podcasts.
All right.
We got one that says, "Here, Nero."
They sick of your ass.
From Lady with a Phone. And it says, "Here goes your 5 stars.
I love y'all.
You are well on your way to 2,000 reviews. Don't forget us. We were shooting in the gym with you."
Exactly. Oh, we ain't gonna forget y'all. Y'all know that. It's a couple y'all let the money hit right. We gonna be like, you know what? You want to be what's it called? Would it be vendors or consultants?
Yeah.
We gonna have a crew, and I want the crew to be foundational. Cause some of y'all cubicle warriors, I hope to bless you. Y'all know I'm trying to do abundance. I want to be like, and this cup runneth over, and this is yours.
Right.
I'm thinking about. I need Sir Jeffrey to do the music. Then we get Fly News guy to write up some shit.
Right. Had that nigga with the video. He gonna be doing the videography.
Something. Give everybody something. Go ahead.
The next one says, my favorite podcast from Julie MMM318. And it says, check out this amazing podcast. I couldn't recommend it enough. I have on my Black Love Matter shirt as I type on this. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm. The next one is from, it says, a blessing from Miss Noodle 81. Mm-hmm. It says, Nero, Nyambi, and Mabel are funny, smart, and so authentic. Their advice and stories have helped me through hard times. I'm extremely grateful that I was able to make it to the other side with their help. Love them so much. Listen and subscribe. Do it now. Trust me, they are worth a listen.
Thank you.
Can't forget about my girl Mabel, the HDIC.
Hey, dog in church. Come on, she is
like a queen. She is. She
the
runs,
black queen. Don't miss it.
Oh, like the black queen that she is. She's kind of grand now. Yeah. The black gray queen that she is. She runs these dog parks. Doesn't need grass to mark her territory. Love and blessings.
Thank you so much. I mean, love it. We have to get like a shirt with Mabel or something. Mm-hmm. Or we need to get like a dog collar because a lot of our listeners got dogs and stuff too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Am I reading the next one?
Yeah, you can read the next one.
All right. Who's this one from?
Julie, your homegirl.
Oh, Juliana, of course. And it's the subject is that damn ginger beer. It says, my father-in-law is Jamaican and always brings us ting. Oh, yeah, that ting good. You mess ting with a little piece of tequila. Whew. Oh, my God. Or white rum.
Uh-huh.
Hidden. Anyway, my father-in-law is Jamaican and always brings us ting, ginger beer, and jerk seasoning when he comes to visit. I love ting because it's soda made with grapefruit juice and sugar. Yep, but that damn nasty ginger beer just adds up in the cabinets. Nobody drinks it, but my husband never tells them. Nevertheless, in-laws and add to the joy of black love for us. Yes, my father-in-law brings Jamaican culture and ref soccer. My husband took my son to Miami to meet his great-grandfather who still lives in Jamaica. My mother-in-law texts me every food recall that she ever comes up to make sure my grandbabies are good. My other mother-in-law does hair and makeup, so she hooks us up when she's in town. The one thing I didn't consider, but I'm glad it worked out well. You get into a long-term relationship or marriage, you take on the family too. I'm glad that my husband had a cool family. The only thing I could have done was that damn ginger beer. LOL. I got some extra time today. I'm going to work on getting my Apple ID back together and leave y'all a review on iTunes since you don't respect the Stitcher love. I don't even watch This Is Us, but I follow the show through y'all. I thought Beth was white until today. Nero, I don't run on that gin and vodka again. Take care of yourself. Love to both of you. She said, come on, I'm not the only one who's saying Randall with a white woman. But no shade. No shade, right?
That's shade.
It's not shade. It's not shade. It's the truth.
You are shady boots.
And also with Juliana, it's something is about the family. Like, I always love like Niram's side of the family, right? Because I'm actually an only child. I don't even know if I've ever shared that on a podcast, or maybe that's something maybe in an early podcast that we maybe talked about. So since I'm the only child, I don't have the opportunity to have like nieces or nephews. So like even like being with Niram, like I'm always so like I shouldn't say envious, right? I'm in a family, but like man, like you really have like nieces and nephews, and you can be that role model. And I think that's why I always try to play like a strong role, like even with my friends' kids, because like I don't have the opportunity. Nobody want
these damn nieces and nephews. They bad as hell.
I do, and
they be causing you all types of grief. They be having babies and don't tell the family. All types of shit.
I love it.
They get never mind. I'm telling all.
You tell all your family business, but I love all of it. Like I would love to just be the auntie that someone calls, or like have the opportunity for like a niece or nephew just to come stay over like for the weekend, or like take them somewhere, or like I don't know, just that's, and I feel like that's something that I've never really had, or like thought what that would look like too, right? I think that's another reason I really appreciate my friends, because I get to play that pseudo aunt role, like because I don't know what that's like, so yeah, I always appreciate it. What's our next one?
We got one from Karen, and it says, Niram, please co-sign my petty.
Oh, Lord. You already know he is.
It said, Niram, I need you to co-sign my petty. I'm a black marathoner like you. However, I will not participate in any tough motherfuckers.
Did she put it down? See, now all the black people, whenever people bring it up to us, we gonna be cussing.
Tough motherfuckers.
I don't do tough motherfuckers.
Not my ministry either. Nearmom ran a half marathon today.
Oh,
What's
wow.
up?
Congratulations.
It was also a 5K. Why did everybody get the same damn medal?
Ooh. No, it ain't the same. That ain't the same race.
It ain't the
You
same.
mean that ain't the same race?
They wasn't even like smaller. Like some races they do like
Baby.
It's the same medal. I'm
Mama
looking
Bear
at a few
Papa.
now. It's the same medal, but they get it like
Bigger.
increasingly bigger. None of that, huh?
Yeah, a half marathon and a 5K. That's a little disrespectful.
I'm gonna need a different medal.
Yeah.
Am I a race snob?
Yes.
P.S. Love you guys.
But you right about it.
Listen to the podcast during the race. You tickle me. If you ever in down Florida, in Southern Florida, hit you up.
She said P.S.
Oh, she said P.S. I'm a registered
Oh,
dietitian.
I do need research
So
advice.
if you need any nutritional advice, I'm your resource.
Ooh.
And she gave her 5-star review.
Ooh. We might have to hit her up. That not just for like an episode, just on black folks. Because I'm sure y'all maybe told me about Dr. Sebi and his alkaline food. And broccoli and water make you stay alive.
I'm not playing with you.
She asked, was she a running snob? Is that what you consider? Niram's a running snob, though.
I am.
So I think all of y'all who run in the spec medals are running
I
snobs.
support y'all, Patty. Because Nyambi don't understand why I got medals attached to the
Oh,
wall.
y'all, he be attaching them medals. I be like, put them in the office. Put them in the other bedroom.
She don't
Don't
understand.
be lining that up in the bedroom. He want to put it in the bathroom next to the naked pictures.
Yes.
my
I
God.
want everybody to see the hard work, the amount of hard work I did to put in.
Yeah.
I don't want to hide these no, I want
I
them
ain't
all
say
over the
hide
place.
them. I'm just saying, can we just display them appropriately?
No, I got these race medals out like they Grammys.
Yes, that's exactly how you got it. I was gonna say like the cologne counter at Macy's, but
Ooh, you a hater.
but yeah, we could say like Grammys. Who was that? John Legend, where he was doing something and like the Grammy was sitting on his kitchen table.
Yeah.
and it was like, is that where you just keep it? I just rotated around the house, so when I go different rooms, oh there it goes.
Oh, there you go.
All right, what's our next one from Nearums?
Why don't you go ahead and read that one?
It says Savannah. And this says a goddamn lie. It says, "Hey Nyram." I like Nyram actually though.
Oh, we playing these games?
That's what it says. It says, "Hey Nyram and Nyambi. Good morning, cousins. It's your girl. Listen, family isn't family if we can't joke. I will forever address Nyram as Nyram. We
Okay.
even.
And
Okay."
all Sylvania.
And the thing is, when I see their name, I almost said that. It's because you just done said it so long. We're even, okay?
Okay, Sylvania.
It's a goddamn lot. It says, I need some advice. I really want to get out of education. I'm starting to look like the old dude from 12 Years a Slave. I'm dead serious. It will be 9 years in August. I'm overall the work and getting kid peanut shells to do it. True. I have a BA in English and a MA in ELA education. I know I shot myself in the foot with a specific degree. I was getting ready to return to school because to become a school counselor, but I had an epiphany about that career. They didn't connect. They aren't connected to the kids like how they were when we were growing up. Honestly, I view them as glorified secretaries. Now that's a word. We even was talking to a friend about like resources at school, and she said the way that the counselor interacted was like, "Hey, bitch, that's not your job, right? Like just to put glue on it, right? You're supposed to really help resolve the situation." I'm not shading anybody, but that is what I've seen in my 8 years of teaching. I want to help kids navigate through their hardships and choose the best path for them. I refuse to do more paperwork, overreaching children. I thought about becoming an LPC so I can reach Black women and children. She clapping. Wait. I don't want another goddamn student loan. That's true. What can I do? I feel that I'm at this place of uncertainty because I don't feel centered with God. Yeah, you got to get to that. I know I need to pray to him in order for my steps to be ordered and actually listen this time. It's okay. I have had to do something before. I lose my mind. I just need a little guidance. Okay, we'll have to add that for Monday now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got some ideas for you, and there's some ways to navigate through it. Enough about me for now. Us. I'm going to attach this article for y'all to read. Clarity and interesting take on the movie. Jordan Peele is a genius. His movies are heavily layered to the point that you have to see them on a consistent basis in order to put the pieces together. Meanwhile, I'm still on Get Out. Every time I watch it, I find something else. I think his movies speak to the rabbit hole diggers more than anyone else.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, like they keep going and going. Like, people be catching stuff. This is not her. This is me talking. People be catching stuff. They're like, "Oh, did you see the poster in the first scene behind the person?" I was like, I don't even be looking at the background like that. like I do, but I don't. It says, we will continue to discover different gems until we're satisfied. When the tethered were holding hands, I thought about evil across the country. Ooh, come on. The state of hate in which we're forcibly living in right now. Yeah, think about it. A majority of states have, air quote, evil people running those states who continuously keep the impoverished on life support while squeezing the life out of middle class to only silver spoon feed the wealthy or survival, air quote, of the fittest. That's what I thought when I observed them. Also, after reading the article, I did see it from a standpoint of lower class being sick of the shit given to them from the wealthy to overturn the government and have them at their mercy. Maybe I'm too far in. Come save me. Red's voice. Let me know what you think of the article. Let me stop before Shut up. Let me stop before I scare myself like I did when I watched it. I left the light on in my apartment a few nights. I mean, I liked Us too, and I think all that stuff plays true, right? And I think that's the layer part about Jordan Peele, that it can mean a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And it just depends on the day, the lens, the perspectives. But it is a mixture of that, right? It is like linking together, even unconsciously, right? So even if you think of the tethered as a group of folks who's just kind of following the lead of one person who said this is what it's supposed to be, right? You know, like it's so many ways to unpack it, but I love it. That's another reason y'all got to watch that Twilight Zone that he EP in. That Twilight Zone is good. We probably only going to get one episode. And then maybe we'll just get one access as the Black Love Matters community and we just share it. I don't know. But we'll just keep it go from there. Or maybe we'll watch it on live and just cast it. And just cast it the whole weekend. To be like, come on through, y'all.
You trying to get our shit ceased and desist.
I know. It says on a lighter note, this is Us. Will you just fully love Beth already? I love Susan. Beth, Jesus. After seeing how they were in the beginning, Randall was too damn much for me. I don't mind you revealing your life story, but you need to give me it in layers. He's been a manipulator since they changed his last name to Peterson. Till he got up in the white family. Quite frankly, the whole damn family are a bunch of manipulators.
What?
Where is the lie? From Jack to Jack Jr., just walk. Yeah, that granddaddy, he was the king manipulator. I do think Jack is, even white daddy, Jack, like, I think he manipulates. I think for the majority of the time he manipulates for good, but he do have that family and putty in their hand. And I mean, we can talk about this when we talk about the season finale. And I think a lot of time they overlook that mama. And honestly, it was the mama who was keeping that family afloat for all these years. After that daddy passed and also before daddy passed. And she never got like the shout out. Like all that magical stuff they remember was honestly 90% because of her and not necessarily white daddy. And you'll never see white daddy being like, oh, but this is your mother. He'll come in and take Kate to get some ice cream. Let me go. Where's the lie? Where am I at? Just watch. His ass is already showing the tray in his damn incubator. Oh, not Jack Jr. I thought granddaddy. I'm talking about white daddy who was a alcoholic who gaslighted hey mama. But you said even Jack Jr.
Not Jack.
You talking about for Incredibles?
No, this is just called Jack. That's why I call Lil Jack. That's in there. Jack.
You said, look, so they talk about when he stopped breathing. Look, he's looking for attention.
Oh, jackass, gaslighting. Baby got to be tapped on the foot.
Doug came here early. Anyway, just watch his ass already showing that trade that damn incubator. Back to Beth. She has sacrificed so much of herself from the first date to the present. I'm glad she took responsibility for losing herself. Yes, she did take responsibility in the marriage. She has been nothing but supportive of Randall. She's held her tongue too many occasions.
That's her fault.
Yeah, but he should see it. But I don't know, Randall, that white upbringing, the audacity of his ass to pout those ashy lips after she mentioned his countless anxieties. The need
that ain't right.
The thing is, I think she could have mentioned it, but I think
so she just gonna throw his mental health right in his face.
She said it. She could say it. It's not what she said, it's how she said it, I think. It wasn't like, damn, babe, I've been supporting you through all your anxieties and mental depressions. She came like an old black woman. She read it like Felicia Rashad. Like, you nigga, I done put you up off the floor when you was crying in the ball. Like, okay, Beth. Little much, but you were there.
Trying to put him back in the 5150. Shout out to you, Amaka.
Oh my God. She go put you in one. I'm glad she took responsibility for leaving herself in our marriage. She has been nothing but supportive Randall. That's okay. The Negro had to go. He pissed me all the way off. No, you sent this childish ass text message, so you can most definitely take this chin punch. I just want to thank the producers for taking a break from Kate. Savannah hates Kate. Kate was a little bit extra these last couple episodes, especially when Mama Rebecca came. Mama Rebecca was coming. She was taking notes. She was being an advocate.
She was making a list and checking it twice.
And honestly, and I know we're not supposed to talk about it right now. We're supposed to wait till Monday. But when you're going through something traumatic, either yourself, your kids, or your spouse, you really need somebody else there taking the notes. You need a Rebecca there. That's everything the doctor say. She need to write down. If it's something that she didn't understand, she need to repeat. Because most likely, if she ain't understand it, guess what? You ain't understand it.
Yeah.
Right? You know, like, you need somebody like that when you go to the doctor. I love being that person. Ask Nira Mania. Mm-hmm. I'll have a conversation with a doctor in a minute. I'll be like, I'm just like Mama. I'll be like, spell it. I said, I'm looking it up. Can you spell it? I did it with our tax person. He was asking about deductions and we'll itemize. I said, I don't know if we got 25,000 itemized to deduct. And he said, oh, how you know the number? Don't worry about all that. Just know that I'm here and I'm watching. Anything. Last thing, I promise. I told you this is a lie. A friend brought up a point about saying I love you and meaning it in friendships way instead of a relationship way. He had me thinking about when I used to say it, and I did mean it. Honestly, love doesn't fade. I love them for moments or heavily infatuated with them, but I can't stand those sons of biscuit eating the bulldogs now. Taurus do be like that. You know, we have funerals. It leaves me in a spot of confusion, or if I ever truly love someone or just loved in that moment. Does this exist? Is there anything to do to fix that mindset? For me, when I do love someone, I love hard. I give my all, and it's never reciprocated. It's never reciprocated. When my feelings are hurt, they are crushed out of pain. I have mental funerals and denounce the love I have for that person.
Naomi does that too.
I do. That's not how it should be, but I'm still working on myself. It's murky and needs to be filtered out. Any help is welcome. Thanks so much. Have a blessed and highly favored week. Let Mabel rest on the bed.
No.
And she put paw prints. And what's all the ways? She put all the ways. Savannah, Savannah. No, those are great questions. I think we got a whole Monday episode. I can't wait.
Yeah,
but that love, I do. I say love to platonic friends too. I definitely do that. But it is something about how if they piss you off right and you leave, how do you acknowledge and respect that love for the moment? Mm-hmm. And don't, like you said, renounce. As I said, what did we do in True Blood? Rescind the invitation.
I'll rescind your invitation. Suck it, no.
I think I'm going to watch True Blood this weekend while you gone. I think me and Mabel's going to watch True Blood and I was talking about Jamaican food. Maybe just order some Jamaican food and sit down.
Oh, yeah. You going to do some Jamaican nachos?
Shut up. Do we got any voicemails or anything?
Yeah, we got some.
Now. Oh, okay.
Let's see what we got here.
Niram and Nyambi, my motherfucking family. Hey. It's your boy SJ5D, Sir Jeffrey 5D. What up, though?
What up, though?
All right. So this voicemail is gonna be random as hell,
okay.
And I'm hoping that your disrespectful ass voicemail does not cut me off. Here we go. So first of all, I'm gonna take y'all down memory lane. Do y'all remember My Brother and Me?
Yes.
Show.
Was that Alfie?
Y'all remember this song? I'm not your superwoman.
Hey.
No. Y'all remember Bobby's World? Y'all remember Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers?
Yes.
Darkwing Duck?
Yes.
DuckTales? Did you ever watch any of that or listen to that?
I still watch Bobby World.
I know that's random, but I was just thinking about that when Nandi said she was watching Bobby's World when Nira was asleep. Anyway, plug my new single "Break a Sweat" is on all streaming platforms.
All right.
Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music. Please check me out. Break a Sweat, Sir Jeffrey 5D. Search me, people.
All right.
Did y'all hear about this story? This woman gives birth to twins after she already left the hospital giving birth to somebody from a second uterus.
What the fuck?
Y'all know they be tripping.
That's crazy.
Anyway, Niram, I support you in your entrepreneurial spirit because this podcast is a testament to how creative and driven you are, brother. So please keep doing your thing.
At least
and
somebody
I promise
supports
you
me.
it's gonna pay
Thank
off.
you, Sir Jeffrey.
Anyway, put some T-shirts back on sale, and I'm gonna cop one this time. For real.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that civil rights black because that shit. Actually, I might get the Black Love is Magic because that's my shit.
Nigga, you buy both of them.
I love
you
y'all.
got it.
Have a beautiful weekend. I check back in with y'all soon.
All right. Thank you.
Take some of that streaming money.
I love you. See, you done made it. We don't forget us when you made it. You gotta let us know if you're doing a concert or something. I know you're on the East Coast, but let us know.
He left another voicemail.
Oh, I was still reacting.
Okay, go ahead.
Shut up. You hear me? I watched Bobby's World. Look, that's how you know I can't hold no water a lot. Look, I too was watching Bobby's World on Amazon Prime. What was your favorite?
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my God, I know.
You were watching no damn Bobby's World.
You didn't watch Bobby's World?
No.
You didn't watch Darkwing Duck?
I watched Darkwing Duck.
You watched My Brother and Me?
No.
What? Gullah Gullah Island?
Yes.
Oh, Binya Binya.
Yes.
How lucky were we to have that at that age?
I know, right?
But you really didn't watch the other stuff?
No.
I used to love a good cartoon. I used to love a good Bobby's World, though.
You know, at that point, I was watching Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon.
I did watch Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask gaslighting ass. Oh, he was a gaslighter. He was like the definition of a gaslighter.
Mm-hmm.
And then Serena was so stupid. You think Sailor Mars, which one was the short hair? You think she was a lesbian?
Yeah,
and it was just kind of unspoken. Was that Mars or Jupiter? Or was it the green one? I forgot.
Pluto.
It's Venus? One of the women, now that I'm older, I think she was gay. I think she was a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like kind of an unspoken.
Probably was.
And what about that cat? What was his
the
name?
one of Mabel Jr.?
Yeah, basically the cat version of Mabel with that crescent in her on her face. They used to always cuss out Serena. I forgot. I think I read one think piece about when you needed niggas that talked about Sailor Moon was really about like a white woman in an insane asylum that created her own. And like the cat is really her therapist.
Niggas be coming. The shit y'all come up with these think pieces.
It was interesting enough for me to read it. Interesting. Go ahead, Nero. Tuxedo Mask. That was his name in Darien.
Yo, Sir Jeffrey Fadi again.
Hey,
one question.
What's up?
What do you guys think about, and I don't know if you guys are going to unpack this or just contemplate on it or just skip over. But I'm going to throw this out to you. If you don't like it, just go ahead and throw it back. I'll catch it.
Yeah.
But, you got Jordan Peele who makes films about Get Out and Us. He said that he'll never cast a white lead because he's already seen that film. So, I love the fact that he casts like these dark chocolate, people. But he has a white wife. And, Donald Glover, he makes a song about, This is America. He makes ATL, which is Blackity Black. But he also has a white wife.
Yeah.
Then you have Tariq Nasheed, who makes films about, hidden colors and then the Haitian Revolution and everything. And, that's like hella black. You know what I'm saying? Like cornbread with no raisins at all.
Oh, come on.
But he has a white wife. So I just wanted to know what you guys think about these men making these very, like, black moves, for the narrative for, Africans in America, but when they go home to a white wife.
Yes.
So
it is
just something I was thinking about and just wanted to know what you guys thought about that.
Yeah.
And anyway, I love you guys. Talk to you later. Peace.
Yeah. That is something to unpack for. I think we briefly discussed it when we talked about. I think we've danced around it, right? So we've had an episode we talk about is difference between white women and white women who happen to be white. I think we had we didn't even have an interracial dating episode, have we? Explicitly. I think we talked about when the most what is it called? Hotep Hogwarts. Brought it up on Breakfast Club. Right? Because Hotep Hogwarts, for y'all don't who know that is, that's Dr. Umar. He actually been quiet for lately.
Yeah, that's where he should be. Chilling.
Yeah, he should be quiet. But he considered who you date and who you're in a relationship a political statement.
Yeah.
Right. So he was like, I don't know if I stand by these niggas, right? Because who you lay with and who you love, right? That is a firm statement on where you stand politically. Right. And he was basically saying that us as black people, we don't have the privilege not to take into consider politics in every single move we make today. I don't know.
Yeah. And just like
it is something, right? I'm supportive of these black men, right? For the most part, traditional shit sometimes. But overall supportive, but it is something.
Is he on with the Coon Awards? Was that
I don't know. He might be. But I do need to think about that, unpack. As a man, how do you think about that, Nero? I don't even think niggas be thinking about that. That's what I'm saying. I think they completely keep it. I think they completely compartmentalize it.
Yeah. I agree. I think they probably compartmentalize that shit. Yeah. I know for myself, I need to allow my black women on my team.
Be careful.
What? I love my black women.
And look, we gonna get real murky territory. I even argue, what would they be with a black woman on their team?
I don't know.
Right? How would it go to the next level?
Or if it would.
Right? Because we even think about, one of my faves, James Baldwin, right? And I've said this is one of my biggest critiques of James Baldwin is that I don't think he does black women well in his books. Mm-hmm. Right? And of course we know he's a gay black man, but he was a gay black man who dated white men. It's just a different,
hey,
never
mind. I was gonna say something.
I know you was gonna say something.
Toxic.
Which it is something on Pat Sir Jeffrey, and you right. You young Levon Zantas, call a thing. We've been, as what the old folks say, you've been pussyfooting around it. And does it make a difference? I do think it makes a difference in their work, and I still think their work is excellent. But yeah, when it's something that heavily, driven. Like their job and what they're yes, we're gonna unpack it. That's the question. That's the answer.
Next voicemail.
What is it?
Hey, Miami.
Hey.
Y'all like y'all my best friends from across the way. And look, I wanted to tell y'all and say, Miami. And I really am upset with you. I'm saying that it was okay. It is terrible. I'm just so happy I watched that film. What to see,
What tonight?
But anyway, I want to tell you, if y'all haven't watched it,
okay,
you need to watch it. It's called The X. Now, they only have 3 episodes, but let me tell you, when I say white people are out of their fucking mind, I think so.
White people must be around, she whispered.
All right, have a good day.
All right, bye. I guess she said we should watch The X, the movie. I mean, the show. I'm going to watch it. Because Nero it's going to be me and Mabes this weekend. So only thing me and Mabes going to do is eat food, cuddle, and we both going to get some miles in. How many miles we should go walk a day? 2 miles?
3.
Why are you up? You making us do a 5K a day? And we're literally going to do it. It would actually take about an hour if we taking our time.
Yeah.
We're literally going to go out probably when she go poop in the morning. And I'm literally going to just put on a head wrap and a jacket over my nightgown. And we're going to walk for 1 hour. And we're going to come right back to this bed.
Okay. As long as y'all don't get in it.
I have a bed and Mabel has a bed.
Okay.
First of all, you can't regulate what we do. Actually, no. What I'm doing tomorrow when I get home from work, she's going to get in the shower. She's going to get a good bubble bath.
You taking her to the dog wash?
No, I'm going to take her to the bathtub.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. We got another voicemail?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hey there, Naomi, Carlos. So I wanted to give you guys an update. I called you a couple weeks ago, and I was letting you know about my friend who was getting gaslit and going through that situation.
Yeah.
So I did what Naomi said. I left the olive branch out there, but I also kind of held my foot down. Like, hey, I'm not gonna be exposed to this type of abuse, verbal abuse from your husband. But like Naomi says, I'm always there for you.
Yeah.
If you have my phone number, I'm always a call away. And then she said that she's fine. So I just kind of let it die. She was my best friend of 5 years, and I haven't spoken to her in about over a month and a half. So we'll see. I did see her family she does commercials. We're both actors. I did see her family on Walmart commercials. So obviously they're all right.
Which family?
Don't do that.
I can see Turner. I can see
Don't do that.
Shit, I don't know. But let me not laugh at
Which
that.
one is it?
Second update. Let's see. So we had a game night. If you guys ever played the game Cash Flow, it's by Robert Kiyosaki. He's known as Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's pretty much like Monopoly on crack. It teaches you how to work with ROIs, what an APR is, how to invest in properties, how to invest in stocks and loans, and interest and rates, all that type of stuff. It's super cool. So definitely check it out. But we were playing last night at my house. We kind of had like a game night, and the one bitch who always, there's always one person who just is always negative, and everything in their life is negative because they're a negative person, and they always wonder why their life is fucked up, and you keep trying to tell them their life is fucked up because they're a fucked up individual.
Yeah.
But I still feel like they can be taught, so I always invite them because I feel like the most fucked up individuals could become the best individuals with a little bit of love and guidance.
Yeah.
And so we invited her. And of course, she thought we were going to play Cards Against Humanity, which is a game that we always play.
Yeah.
But we didn't. We were trying to educate our friends. I was like, we should all like come up with our friends and play this game that I bought, so we can all just like. I just want to have a group of friends that we all.
Oh, this is getting good.
Yeah.
But I know before. Did you call back?
Yeah.
Okay, before you get there, I know that friend. I know it's been a month and a half, right? Y'all been together 5 years. Like I don't, something in my spirit telling me that's not over. Right, so maybe if you don't hear from her in the next like month or so, just send a text and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about you, and praying for you always."
You got me googling Walmart commercials, trying to figure out which one it is.
No, I'm sending that energy. But sometimes you do come with seasons that you just have to take a break, and that's okay too.
Yeah, true that.
Oh, this is Carlos again. Let me finish up real quick. So I just want all my friends to be playing this game so we can all learn and like actually maybe go in real life, go invest in stocks so we can all just level up together. Yeah. So this bitch started throwing shade. Like as soon as she got here, she started throwing shade. My husband and I were looking over the rules, and like with your partner, when y'all kind of speak stern to each other, but like you're not arguing, but like we're having a conversation, having a grown conversation. She's across the table talking about some, oh Lord, here they go arguing and rolling her eyes. I'm like, so I had to stop her. I was like, excuse me, man. Yeah. What you're not going to do is insinuate something in my relationship that you don't know what's going on.
Come on.
So I really had to recognize her and scold her in front of everyone. And I could tell that she got offended at that I reprimanded her in front of a group of other adults. But don't be being messy and don't be like that in front of other adults, and they won't have to.
In your house.
And then we allowed some of our friends to bring their dogs down. We did not allow her to bring her dogs down because she has chihuahuas. They piss on my floor and they're real skittish. And she just doesn't.
It's your house. You have to give them this explanation.
She was like, "Well, my dogs aren't allowed down here because your pit bull attacked them." And that's one thing that if y'all don't know me, I love my pit bull. Like I am a ride or die about my pit bull. I got a pit bull because in my mind he's the black man of dogs.
He is.
Nobody wants him. He always has a bad name. Everybody's always running their motherfucking mouth about him. But they're actually the most loyal, the most smart, the strongest, the most athletic dogs out there. Yeah. So she was like, "Oh yeah, his dog attacked my dog." So I had to put her out my house. So long story short, respect y'all dogs. If somebody ever tries maybe put them out. Like
because they live here.
Over a dog, I sure am. Yeah. But I love you guys.
Love you too.
I can't wait to listen to next week's episode. And keep up the good work.
Alrighty, thank you. You right. You know what the key factor is? It's your house.
Yeah, you pay the cost to be the boss.
And when you pay rent and mortgage, you can really have the craziest rules on earth. Why? Mm-hmm. Because you pay. I tell that to folks all the time. You can never go over somebody's house acting crazy.
No,
that is rule, like even if the rules are ridiculous and I'm like, yeah, you may be out of order. It doesn't matter because you pay all the bills. Mm-hmm. So because you pay all the bills in the house, you can be out of order. Now, if you was at their house or y'all was at the Applebee's or down at the bar, the bowling, you got to have a little bit more couth. But in your damn house, nah. You see how you see fit. And right, she already got something going on when how you fit your mouth to somebody they arguing. Ain't the code to shut your mouth and don't get in it? Because a lot of times, even if the couple was arguing and that don't sound like y'all was arguing, they'll team up on your ass. Mm-hmm. I tell people all the time, don't get that confused and me and Nerum go back and forth. Right? Don't ever. You did right. I think I put somebody out over Mabel. What you think then?
Yeah.
Casually.
You gotta leave.
And the other thing is, you're right. Everybody dog can't come to your house because everybody dog parents. Everybody ain't good fur parents. Right? Because like you said, they'll come pissing shit over your house. Then you have some sorry parents that be like, oh, let's just put some pine salt on it. No, bitch, I need my carpets cleaned.
Right. I need y'all to get that nature's cure.
I need you to go. Hell, I need you to call Stanley. Got no piss in my house. I bet Carlos and them pit bull don't be pissing in the house. Dog piss is strong. And you right, them chihuahuas be on 1,000.
They do.
They be having anxiety. They kind of the bipolar, the dogs, right?
Sometimes you scare the shit out of them.
Yeah, literally. Sometimes they be scared, and then sometimes they be buck. It's like, well, which one?
No.
Where let us come to your house. I hit Mabel with the no, and she sleep. Thank you for sharing, though. I like that board game. Y'all in the Bay, we might have to meet up for lunch or something. Who the folks in the Bay? We just might do. I know we want to do a live show, but we decided to do like lunch or brunch somewhere in the city. That might be fun. Just to do it.
But we're going to have y'all sign NDAs first.
Child. Oh, he Beyonce.
I learned from Beyonce.
Honey. Oh, he Beyonce, honey. Or Beyonce. Or
please sign this NDA and put your cell phone in this box. Thank you.
What? What are you going to be doing?
Never know.
Or what was that? That was Tom Ford, Jay-Z, or Beyonce. Then bitch, we getting married, right? What's that song? All right, come on, close us on out there.
As always, to submit your black love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To leave a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. To leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on over to that website. We also got that SoundCloud. You can leave us a voicemail at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace. Have a good weekend, y'all. Good to-